Penance RPG and its affiliate sponsor, D&Dice, makers of dice for all types of heroes, proudly presents Plummet, Falling in the Dark, a Penance RPG adaptation. This bard's tale, as is customary in these parts, may contain strong adult themes, cursing, and high adventure. For now, time turns, the path is open. Let the story commence.
Welcome to episode 11 of Plummet. So, no Amy this week because she's not well, but who are you? What are you? And in terms of clothing, describe your inner monologue, starting with Belry.
What?
Describe what your inner monologue would be wearing if anyone else could see it.
Okay, that makes more sense. Hello! No, what the fuck was that voice?
I'm leaving it in regardless.
It's me, human. I was awaiting family, human family. My monologue would wear human clothes. Probably anime t-shirts and like lounge pants.
You're such a weeb.
Yeah.
Fair enough. AJ?
Hey, I'm AJ. I'm still playing Igneous, the Geomancer. I guess my inner monologue is... I'm split. I'm either like what I normally wear, which is like a heavy metal t-shirt and just like combat trousers, or like a full-on Jedi robe. One or the other.
That's fair enough. John?
Yes, I'm playing a Tabaxi conjurer called Jasper. My inner monologue would probably be wearing a dressing gown, with a fag hanging out of its mouth, be swigging a bottle of gin and telling me off for looking a state. Yes.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay.
Will do.
Next, we have Lenida.
Yes, I'm Lenida, playing Cute Gintara, the Dragonkin champion, which now is missing an arm. My inner monologue would probably wear, like, every possible piece of clothing there is. Like, one
Every possible
boot.
piece of clothing?
Yeah, one boot and one gym shoe, and probably a kilt and a heavy sort of a cloak, and linen and everything, you know. It's just I'm a big mishmash when it comes to clothes.
Like
Yeah, it would be.
layers.
Yeah, it would be really, really hot. So yeah.
Be like that time in Friends, and I'm loath to reference Friends because it's a really shit TV show.
It is very
despite
shit.
what everyone thinks.
But you're going
But there
to
was that
anyway.
bit where you wore all the clothes. It'd be like that, but even more. All of the clothes.
Something like that, yeah. Because I just love using different kinds of clothing styles, so the monologue goes in the same way.
Okay. And finally, Ash.
I play Whispers in the Gloaming. She is a Tabaxi Shadow Walker who tends to shoot things from the shadows, has an absolutely fantastic tail, and my inner monologue is probably wearing dragon scales because she's a dragon.
Fair enough then. So, what happened last week? Let us turn to Dragon and we say open the book.
The party were informed by Baron Gregory that a scrap of parchment was found in Frederick's possession. It showed a map depicting woods to the south. Hence, they were sent to investigate and hopefully find something useful against the Overlord, Baron Zachareth. Kintara, while attempting to be useful and improve Frankie's manoeuvrability, attached wheels to Frankie's shoes. This didn't help, as such, as Frankie fell and broke his arm. Undeterred by this, the party quickly left whilst Hugh Mann was otherwise engaged. Arriving near the forest location, the group comes upon a small band of goblins who also seem to be searching for this cave. Deciding it best to follow them, they found the cave beside a large waterfall. Leaping forth to dispatch the goblins, Igneous accidentally managed to shoot Kintara in the face, blinding the Dragonborn in his right eye. Startled by the attack, the goblin summoned harpies and a Meriod, which were dispatched with minimal difficulty despite the Meriod breaking Kintara's left arm. Following this combat, the party found an intriguing bell on one of the goblins, which bore a waterfall motif. Entering the cave, the party delicately checked for traps before exploring further. Their exploration came to a sudden halt upon the discovery of a gigantic iron golem patrolling the hallway. Lacking the required password, the party attempted to guess, leading to Kintara's left arm being ripped from its socket by the immense golem. Understandably retreating, the party searched for clues to bypass this guardian, eventually finding a note containing a partial solution. Finally able to command the golem, the party uncovered the crumpled remains of its former master. Continuing their search, they came across a comfortable room with a lit fireplace, above which was a powerful-looking staff. Frankie, distracted by the freely available alcohol upon the table, became quickly incapacitated, leaving an awkward Igneous to pick up the staff. This movement spawned an apparition of a tiny wizard who demanded they return the staff before commanding the golem to execute them. Fleeing with the staff, and carrying the inebriated Frankie, a single fireball from the new staff incinerated the entire library. Content with their new weapon, the party returned to the city to nurse their wounds.
And now the story continues. Having returned to town in Baron Gregory, you take Frankie and you sort of put him into a standard lit-in bed that they can sleep off how drunk he still is, and rest up his broken bones. And the rest of you head off for the evening thinking you're free, as a scout suddenly runs up to you and tells you that Baron Gregory is seeking your audience immediately.
Who saw that coming?
Oh, that. Let's go hear what he says.
As you burst into the hall, you see Human talking with this rather strange-looking tabaxi and whispers in front of Baron Gregory. The Baron turns and greets you with open arms, says, "Oh, welcome back. It's good to have you back. Where's the curly-haired one?"
Oh, sleeping off a bit of a broken bone situation.
Ah, I see. Did you get a bit of a rough and tumble, did he?
Well, no, that's the problem. You can't get rough and tumble till his pelvis heals up a bit.
So it gives you a sort of weird look, and his eyebrow goes up and goes, "Right, okay.
We're talking about banging your barrenness.
Banging your barrenness?"
Well, it depends what you're up for, but I mean, continue.
Well, usually I wouldn't call you in so late of the evening, but we've had a bit of a situation develop.
Oh?
Yes, you see, one of these scouts has returned, and we had sort of scouting the area around to try and find what the enemy is up to, you know? And this group, they uncovered that one of the enemy's lieutenants, this Lord Pharaoh, seemed to be hanging round the standing stones just outside of town. And the group also noticed he had this glowing wand with him that I am pretty sure was the wand that went missing from them when the cardinal got squashed.
That does sound familiar, yeah.
Yep.
Shiny wand? I remembered the voice, guys. It's okay.
Yeah.
So, while the scouts were watching, he seemed to be able to use this staff to open a door beneath the standing stones. Now, we think he's found an archive. The only problem is, well, to our advantage, shall we say, there's only one way in and one way out of such a place. But the problem is, he seems to have raised a blight of zombies. Because the rest of the scout party got, well, bitten, as it were.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Now, the scout we have here, he's also been bitten quite a few times, and we're, prepared when the time comes, as it were. Got a nice shiny axe next to his bed.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Until that happens, he's told us all he can know. So we'd like you to go to this circle of power, as it were, and go through the trapdoor, and try and find out what this bastard's up to down there. And if you can bring us his head, It'll be good for the good side.
Add
So
the platter.
you want to send us down a trapdoor full of zombies?
Well,
That's what you're saying.
not so much zombies down there as the zombies guarding the door.
Oh,
He seems to have resurrected them. Now,
good
if
luck
it's
with
one
that
of the
loose
old
app.
archives, it will be trapped, but hopefully this bally fool has brought more zombies up and used them, so there won't be that many traps, but still be careful, what?
Yeah.
Right.
So I see that you have gotten us some more people to help out as well.
Oh, this is
What's your-
Jasper. He's
Oh.
a lovely, furry young man. He would be a great part of your group.
Well,
Good friend, Jasper.
nice to meet you, Jasper.
to
Welcome to the party.
Hello.
It's good to have some more fuzzy men about. It's good to have fuzzy men.
Just don't touch my fur. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nice and fluffy, nice and fluffy.
Get away from me.
Yeah, this is going to go well, I think.
I'm taking an instant dislike to human.
You are different from
Even
no other part of the
Anywhere
party.
near me, I'm going to hiss at him and bite him.
Yeah.
Even after
Get
Human
away from me.
described Jasper as
I don't
good
care.
friend.
Get away from me.
Off to another good start.
Yeah. Ignis, do you have the staff still that we took with us?
I think Frankie had it, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe.
Remember he
That would-
melted that mountain?
Yeah, that would have been probably good to have now, like something that should speak fireballs when you're facing zombies. But
Well,
we'll make do without them.
Don't want to take it off him. He'll like likely to swear up a storm and then set fire to us. You know what he's like.
Hey.
Even
You have a
Yeah.
staff of lightning, if that helps.
that does help.
That does help.
Excellent.
Good at
Perfect.
killing zombies. Big scythe. Big scythe.
Yeah, and we also have Human,
Oh,
good
yeah.
at killing everything. So
He can go 20 feet in front of us with his big scythe.
yeah, exactly.
I'll keep my eye on him, don't worry.
Yeah, just don't keep your eyes too close to him though. It might be dangerous. Shall we set off then, guys, or do we need any more info?
Well, we should probably.
How much is he paying us? That's what we need to know.
What, you mean you're not on a salary yet?
He's paying you a salary?
Yeah,
Well, I hope so.
Okay.
Otherwise, what have I been doing all this for?
yeah.
Have you gotten paid yet, Kubrok? I mean, Guitar. Fuck. Edit that.
You want to try that again?
yeah, or get take two.
Well, I've been paid. I've spent most of it in the bar, but yeah.
Well, good. I mean, okay. I haven't really been paying attention to the finance. I'm getting. Fuck, I can't do the accent. That's a weird word. I haven't been paying attention to the money side of things.
No, it seems like we have bigger issues than to worry about money. So yeah, didn't seem that important to tell everyone that we get paid, but
We don't want to flash the cash.
exactly. I mean, there might be robbers or birds around. You never know.
Damn
Birds,
birds.
you said.
I imagine I'm just being...
And sharpen my teeth.
Do we need a cart to go there this time, or can we just go on foot?
I get the feeling the Baron's running out of cards.
Well, we didn't
Yeah.
set fire to the one from last time. That one made it out all right. So
Yeah.
Just.
I think we still got that one.
Yeah. Well, if it was just right outside of town, maybe it's not that far, but
So you sort of walk outside and climb up the surrounding outside wall and look out, and you can see the standing stones just in the distance. You could probably walk there in about half a day.
Well, we'll go for a nice morning walk. Oh, evening, isn't it?
yeah.
Evening, yeah. Nice
go for it.
evening, nighttime stroll.
We don't want to be there at night if there's zombies there.
Well, we'll go tomorrow
Could
then.
just go to bed. Yeah, go to bed and then wake up in the morning nice and early and just have a nice morning stroll.
Get there at lunchtime, have a picnic. It'd be nice.
Yeah, can I pack a picnic?
Well, I'm thinking
If that's what
that
you want to do.
maybe the zombies might think and start running away from there and start killing other people. So maybe we should get there as fast as possible to take care of the
Yeah.
zombies as well.
Also, there's the bloke there that we're meant to stop. If we
Yeah.
give him another day, he might leave.
Yeah.
Right,
He might
We
I've
already think through the whole nap and picnic plan.
I've already added picnic to my inventory. Wait until morning.
We can stop halfway there, have our sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just full of seed.
You might want to try and work out there's a faster way to get there than just walk.
I hope you've packed enough seed for the rest of us, you man.
I think he should
Plant
eat
seeds.
all the seed himself. Make
We
it
could,
nice
we
and
could,
fun.
yeah, we could take the cart,
Sunflower.
Yeah.
just to get there as fast as possible.
Are you taking a cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can always send the cart back directly so it doesn't get bitten by
Wander
zombies
down
or
the road
burned.
to Honest John's used carts, and you procure yourself a cart. Head out towards this set of standing stones.
Does he slap the top and say, "This cart can hold so many adventurers"?
He said, "This cart used to belong to a fine old woman who treated it very well. She never took
Yeah.
it over 8 mile an hour.
You got the full service history then.
Never had any replacement parts, never needed any. It's proper build quality."
Yeah.
Never had
Leather
any
seats.
replacement. I probably need some new wheel nuts then.
Oh no, everything's tip-top shape. You can trust Honest Al. Or sorry, Honest John.
He's so honest.
So honest. Yeah.
Well, he seems pretty honest to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Buy the cart.
Well,
Well, we're not buying anything.
no, we're just procuring it.
Can I put the cart on finance?
And if you want. So, let's do a deal then. What's your name? Let me put you down here.
Q-Man.
Human.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll give you a brief thing of accumulation per month of around 42%. It's fine. Don't worry about it. As long as the cart comes back, it's lovely.
I mean, I don't have any points in numeracy, so
That's fine. You have no idea what that means.
sounds good. Sounds good.
So you
I've
now have
got
a
2
cart.
points in numeracy. Can I see how I feel about it?
You can if you want. You immediately realise how incredibly steep a price that is.
Now listen here, Honest John. I thought you were being honest with us. It seems a little bit expensive. for
Well,
what we're
you know,
getting.
carts come back if you treat them right. And recently,
mean?
there's been a shortage of carts in town. Don't really know what's
Yeah.
been causing it.
Funny that.
Goblin attacks.
Yeah, let's blame the government. It's probably the government's fault.
I mean, I said
Yeah.
goblin attacks.
Since,
Yeah.
since we work for the Baron, we could just requisition it.
Yes, we could.
But I've already signed the paperwork.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Requisition
okay.
that cart. He signed the paperwork.
See,
It's alright, we'll requisition it off him.
It's
Yeah.
your money, human. However you want to spend it. I was only trying to save you a couple of bob.
seed isn't that expensive either, so he doesn't really need much money.
Who's Bob? Don't know Bob.
So after,
So shall we
after
bob
your
along?
small fight with the cart vendor, you journey off towards the standing stones. As you get maybe about 200-300 meters away, you begin to see that there are obviously zombies wandering around at the top of the standing stones. What do you do?
Zombies, alright. I
Yeah.
recognize them by the deadness.
why don't you go and have a closer look, human?
You could try to speak to them with your scythe. I think that would work really well.
Eating
You
seed.
don't need the scythe just now. Why don't you leave that on the cart?
Eating seeds. Breakfast time.
Okay.
It's more like
Wait.
11, but
Yeah,
wait, no, it's not 11 at night even.
11 at night. Yeah, exactly.
Early start.
Early bird gets the.
Seed.
Zombie.
Mhm. But he's not a bird. He's a human. So
No.
Let's-
honestly.
let's not get confused here.
I can smell something different.
Well, I'll take the lead, guys, and you can start shooting from the cart. I take it, or just should we hide in the bushes and shoot them?
You can shoot from the cart if you want. There's about, let's say, 7 zombies at the moment.
All right. I'll just climb down and stand in front of the cart for now, while the other guys load off their bolts and whatnots.
We'll pick them off from a distance then.
Yes, it's a safer choice. Yeah, if we don't want to be turned into a zombie, that
So
is.
who wants to shoot zombies first?
I do.
Okay.
Whispers.
So Whispers roll. You shoot one zombie through the skull. It collapses to the ground, and all around you hear. As the zombie seems to be confused that he's just fallen over.
Nice
Your-
shot.
Your second shot. Yes, you kill a second one. It again just takes a shot straight through the skull. The skull just kind of explodes a little bit and it collapses to the ground. Other ones seem to sort of like shamble towards it as if trying to work out what's going on. It's now human.
Protect the cart. Still paying it off. And I don't know. I'm going to protect the cart. I'm going to stand ready so that if any zombies come to the cart, I'm going to scythe them.
Ooh.
Okay. It's now Igneous.
Alright then, I'll join in the shooting, pull out my crossbow, and try not to shoot Kintara in the head again.
That would
That's
be
a
much
good way
appreciated.
of going.
You do seem to have a recurring habit of shooting comrades in the back of the head.
Yeah,
Well, if they
does.
didn't, they need to stop standing in my way.
Yep, you kill a zombie.
And
It
let's
explodes,
go for
bolts
2.
bang. Natural 1.
Oh
Who
my
do you
God.
hit?
Welcome back, folks.
So, your choices are... Let's do this properly. Whoever rolls highest out of there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. So, whoever rolls highest out of these 4 gets hit. It's
Number 3
the
was
third
11.
person, which is Kintara.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Yet again, Igneous shoots Kintara. But where does he shoot him?
Yeah, remember
In
that
the
I'm standing
head.
with...
Shouts.
Great.
Wash out Kintara.
Are you about to blind
Turns round.
Kintara a second time?
Complete. I'm going for the full, completely. Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Natural 20. Loss. You kill Kintara.
Oh shit.
I'm glad you generated a second character. Your other character made us wander in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that might be useful, yeah.
Well, I kind of look around at the others and go, I think we can all agree this isn't off to our usual good start.
It is with a heavy heart.
But I think we
Heavy
can
heart.
also all agree that one of the zombies did this, right?
With zombies?
The fourth move of the next episode, you killed Kintara.
I tried to slyly loot his corpse.
Okay, you get a hammer, a shield, and a sword.
Well, I don't really want any of that. So
I mean, that was hype shield. Keep the shield.
yeah, I keep the I put the shield on my back.
Yeah.
Anyone want a hammer and a sword?
Got a scythe.
I have a nice sword already.
I might have
Alrighty.
that. It looks like it's good for hitting birds with.
All right, there you go. A hand in hand. I put the sword in the thing and go. Well, someone should hack his head off in case he turns into a zombie, I suppose.
I think you've pretty much done that already.
Well, no, I just shot him in the back of the head. The head's still attached.
As you do this and you're bickering, you hear a sort of like rustling in the bushes, and out of the bushes seems to jump a very stealthy looking elf who seems to tell you to shh and stop making so much noise or you'll attract the zombies. This is Lenaida's other character.
Oh, hello there. My name is Ylvain Ingress.
Alright,
You should try to be quiet.
Okay, but can you quietly help us to bury this body?
I don't think we have time for it.
You sound more like Moomin Troll.
Yes, I am actually from the north, born and raised in the mountains.
Like blonde braided pigtails.
And some
Oh.
lederhosen.
Of course I have, but you can't see it because they're under my hood. But that's very perceptive of you.
Well, I'm just going to be thinking of Moomin Troll every time I hear you.
Yes, it's probably the wrong country, but that doesn't really matter because we're up in the north. We almost sound alike, everyone. So, I probably take it you've seen the zombies over there.
Yeah, one of them killed our friend here.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
From behind.
Yeah, with a bow and arrow. It was fucked up.
Oh, maybe you should sever his head then.
Yeah,
I
that
heard that
sounds
they
like an
might come
idea.
alive. Otherwise,
I could put that hammer to good use and maybe lop his head off.
I mean, that's hard mode doing it with a hammer, but we could just use this sword here.
We could just use this.
So you spend the next couple of minutes trying barely to decapitate the dead Kintara, and
With a hammer.
with a hammer. And once you're done, there's about 4 zombies still walking around. What do you do?
Can
No harm, no foul.
Can I throw Kintara's head at the zombies to distract them?
You can if you want. Roll.
A moment of silence for our fallen comrade.
Yeah, so just with a
Right,
heavy
throw his
heart.
head.
Now throw his head at him.
Yep,
I
you
will.
throw your head and all of them immediately start being distracted by it and start moving towards it.
Useful in death.
Well, while they're distracted, can I fire a lightning bolt? My lightning staff.
You can, yes. Roll. Yep. You electrocute them. They sort of shudder, and some of them seem to sort of slump down. They're still alive, but they're all like sort of stunned quite badly.
I might have accidentally hit Human in the back of the head with my staff while I did that.
I feel like this entire character
Do we
is
need to
just
roll
to
for that?
bully Human.
No, it's fine. You just managed to miss him this time, but maybe not next time.
Okay.
Okay.
There's always time.
Yep. So the zombies are stunned at the moment. It's
Good job,
now
friend Jasper.
what's Kintara's new name?
Ylvain. Yes, I'm very good with a bow, so I will try to shoot them. Just look at this.
I stand
Become so
behind
Swedish, it's
Ylvain.
hilarious.
Yeah, I step back behind Ylvain.
Natural
See,
20.
that's the way you do it.
Roll a d4. Let's see how many you kill.
Oh, fuck
All
me.
4 of them. So
Hey.
with very quick shots, Yelaine kills all 4 of them.
It's like a zombie kebab.
That is impressive.
Especially
Yes,
because I'm pretty sure there were only 3.
No, they were stunned.
What
It's very
was-
easy to hit them when they're stunned.
Thought I heard
One stumbled around the side of the thing.
another one came to see what was going on.
Hey guys,
So-
what are we doing?
So I take it you are also trying to get down in the trapdoor over there?
Oh, yeah, that's our eventual plan, yep.
Oh, nice. Is it okay if I tag along maybe then?
Of course.
New friend.
Ah, you look like a nice human.
Human. Nice to
A
meet
nice
you.
human.
I can tell you two are going to be the best of friends.
Of course we are. I like everything that's not feathery inside.
Inside.
Don't be feathery
well,
inside.
You might be setting yourself up for a fall.
Well, human, so long as you stay outside, you'll be alright.
No feathers, right?
Not when you're plucked.
Right.
I get a feeling
feel
John is
like-
in for Bellery this time.
Yeah, I feel like Human and Jasper need to have it out. I don't know what Jasper's beef is. Especially because it's like there's not even the whole like bird versus cat dynamic because Human is a human. So, what's your beef? What's your beef, John?
Anyway, what are we doing next?
So you walk over towards the trapdoor, and as you get to the trapdoor, you look inside, and it seems to be a quite dusty old tomb. It smells like it hasn't been opened for a while, but it also smells like a sort of slight burning sensation, like you would if like, a torch burning away like webs and stuff.
Smells like Frankie.
It does smell like Frankie. This is true.
Human, why don't you go first?
The cart.
You just
Don't worry.
forget about the cart for now.
Yeah, Kintara's headless corpse will keep it safe.
If you say so. And I will merrily go on ahead knowing that my cart is safe.
Merrily. So you head down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, it's very, very dusty. It's full of like boxes and trunks and barrels, and you hear the sound, quite a loud sound of squeaking.
Squeaking.
Mice.
Tasty mice.
Could I use my tracking to see if there are any tracks or anything down here?
Yep. You notice there are a single set of footprints leading along the floor, which as they seem to get to the end, you notice that something else seemed to rise from a hole in the ground. And ahead of you, you notice there's a spike trap with a very crushed looking skeleton in it.
So the spike trap is actually already been...
It's been triggered, yeah.
Hey, guys, look, there's a spike trap over there, but it's safe, so don't worry
Oh,
about
that's
it.
good. Don't want to get spiked.
Nice man found it for us. Very nice.
Can we see anything else of interest in this room?
There's not that much there. When you open the barrels and have a look into them, they seem to be containing very old rice, like it was a sort of final food supply.
Okay.
Rice is bad. Makes your stomach explode. Don't
Oh,
eat rice.
doesn't make everyone's stomach explode. I've had more than my share of late night snacks and a big bowl of rice, and I haven't exploded yet. Don't really know where I'm going with this.
I was waiting to see, but okay.
Not yet, not yet.
Well, I think what we've all learned is never start a bit without a punchline.
So you walk past the spike trap, and ahead of you, there are another sort of small set of stairs down, and you notice there seems to be like a large cauldron on the left and to the right above the stairs. What do you do?
What's cooking? What's cooking?
Ooh, maybe it's a rice.
Might be used
I'm
to.
gonna look into the cold.
You gonna climb up and look into the cauldron?
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
Ignoring Jasper's hurtful comment.
The obvious trap, guys. Perhaps want to stay back a bit.
Could I stand behind a human while he's perched precariously on the edge of this cauldron?
Can if you want, yes.
Give him a little prod with my staff.
I'll have you know I have 2 in balance, mister.
This is some super subtle murder attempts going on here.
So, Human looks into the pots. Inside the pot, there seems to be full of very dry pudding rice.
Make you ill, stomach bad.
And can Human do me an awareness check, please? You look directly above you and you notice that there is a pipe that would pour into this cauldron.
Rice upstairs, rice is upstairs. Do the pipe.
That's true, you never keep rice in a cellar.
But
More of
it
an
seems-
attic food.
Yeah. But seems rather strange though that there's a rice coming from upstairs since we're like below ground level.
Well, makes certain sort of sense. Somewhere upstairs there's the entrance to a rice sluice.
Why don't you lean over a little further and see if you can see it? Prod him in the back with my staff again.
Can I motion to think I'm saving Jasper from falling? Careful, Jasper, don't fall in.
I would like to check for traps.
Okay,
Just
roll. As you're sort of looking for traps, you hear a sort of click under your feet, and there's a sort of fast whirring motion, followed by a seems to come from another room.
Found the rice switch, right?
Oh, good. Get the stove on.
It's a rice trap. I've never heard of a rice trap before.
Certainly is a new one.
Yes. I wonder what you would kill with it.
Birds.
Some kind of bird.
Probably yes.
Hunger?
Put it to
Kill your hunger.
As you're kind of debating this, you hear another sort of and more sort of mechanism seems to start rumbling somewhere in the distance.
Okay, guys, do you think that this maybe is a really dangerous trap? Maybe we should start moving ahead really quickly.
Go on, Human, lead the way.
Yeah, go on, human. And see what's out there.
You got that side of yours, you know.
What are the entrances and exits, I guess?
You're kind of on a sort of slope going downwards, and then it seems to come back up a little bit. It's like a sort of doorway, but it's got a slope rather than stairs.
I guess I'll go down the slope, ready for any giant boulders to fall down after me.
Okay. As you slide down the slope, do me a, let's say, balance roll.
So
You're fine,
balanced.
nothing happens. You sort of you slide down, nothing else happens.
Nice and safe.
So it's now Igneous.
Well, if it seems all nice and safe, I will follow down.
Okay, do me a balance roll.
Alrighty.
You slide down, and not only do you sort of slide into the wall, but the 2 cauldrons seem to sort of mechanically turn up and pour their contents onto where you are. So you're
Wow.
about ankle deep in pudding rice at the moment.
Balls.
It's not-
Overbalanced
it's still dry, but
Now we've ruined all of the rice pudding.
That's fine, because rice pudding is vile.
At least we know we're not vampires.
That's true. Vampires can't cross-run in rice pudding.
No, they have to stop and count every single grain.
Because vampires are really anal.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
I've lost count.
At 3.
You can also steal a vampire sock, and it will have a similar effect.
yeah. I just heard those words somewhere before. I don't know how to count at all. But
it's
1 grain of rice.
2 grain
my
of
gosh.
rice.
Is that why the count counts? Not because of the clever pun, but because of actual really old vampire superstition.
Could
Possibly.
be.
That's why he can't go without counting everything.
What? Who knew that Sesame Street was so deep? The deep lore of Sesame
Well,
Street.
the writers of Sesame Street, perhaps.
Might be them. Yes.
Anyway, it's now Jasper.
Okay. Jasper's going to come down too
Okay, roll.
Mind the rice.
and hopefully slide into the back of human.
Yes, not only do you slide in the back of Human, you shove Human forward.
Oh dear.
He rolls off up to the next slope, and you hear another click. and a very loud rumbling begins to start at the sides.
Oops, sorry about that.
It's okay, accidents happen.
It's now Ilvain.
Yeah, I will just go down and try to hurry to the other side as quickly as possible as well.
Roll. Yes, you just kind of do as well as Jasper, really. Just gonna get down, start trying to make your way through the rice. It's now Whispers.
I'll go carefully down the slope.
Okay, roll your balance. Yep, you just sort of make your way down, and you're standing with the rest of them. At the start of this turn, you hear a sort of rumble, 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 and then it just goes... And this scalding hot water starts pouring into the left and right from the ceiling to the floor. And the rice begins to get very sticky and begins to stick your feet.
Oh,
so not only are your
balls.
feet burning, you're now beginning to get stuck. So the only one of you that's not stuck at the moment is Hugh-Man, because he's currently sprawled on the floor on the sort of slope up the way.
Don't be soup, don't be soup.
So it's now Hugh-Man.
Stupid bird.
He's not a Mr. Bobbins, is he?
Well, unfortunately, Human has a perfectly normal human allergy to rice. So it's not like he can eat the guys away from it. Could I try and cut them out of the rice with my scythe?
Please don't.
Yeah, just see if you can find the lever or anything there, perhaps, instead, and see if you can stop the trap.
If I added more cold water somehow. No, I'll just try and find a lever, I guess.
I was going to say, where are you going to get cold water from?
Yeah, I guess I will do a search for a lever.
While sort of digging at the side, you find a loose tile, you sort of pull it out of the way and you find a lever. As you pull this lever, the water goes from being hot and like relatively fast to cold and very, very fast.
Actually, no, cold is bad.
So the sort
I'll
of
make the rice.
the sort of rice soup that you people are now sort of scalding their feet in at the moment is now getting colder and colder and thicker and thicker.
Sticky rice, like mochi.
So it's now Igneous.
I just want to try and sort of wade through and try and get to the other slope if I can.
Yep. Roll to see how you get on. Nope, you're too busy
I'm not.
kind of going like, fuck me, feet are burning! And then just as you
It's a
kind
little
of...
bit Irish, but
I know, but as you're kind of getting...
oh, me
as the kind of
fucking
cold
boots are
water
stuck.
starts pouring through, you go, oh, that's at least a little bit better, then realise you're kind of like waist deep in it now.
Oh no, my lack of a groin is getting wet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I'm just sort of slowly walking, but like I'm not making a lot of progress.
It's Jasper.
Okay, well, as you all know, tabaxi are quite fleet of foot and quite acrobatic, so I'm going to roll to jump clean over the rice, over to the other side where Human is.
Okay, roll. You try and jump, you slip, and seem to sort of like currently get dunked under the rice. You come back up and you're quite sticky all over.
I didn't go to plan.
All in
No,
your
that's
fur.
too bad with your fur. You were such a pretty kitty.
It'll come out.
That's now Elvain.
Yeah, I will just try to wade through it as well.
Okay, roll. Yep, as the hot water boils in, you seem to sort of get the hint very quickly and just manage to get yourself out before it sticks too much. So you're now sort of on all fours on the ground beneath Human as he's like frantically pulling switches. It's now Whispers.
And jump to somewhere that's clear of the rest.
Okay, roll. You get yourself free as well. Hearing the sound of the hot water basically just freaks you that you might get it all over your fur.
Yes.
And as you get clear, you notice the wet mess that is Jasper, and you feel kind of bad for yourself, and you start cleaning yourself. It's now back to Human.
Can I find some sort of like stick or rope or something that I can use to help people get across?
Yep, that's fine. You can throw a rope at people and pull them across.
I will try and lasso Igneous.
Okay, roll.
Alrighty.
3 is not a good number.
Yes, it is. It's the magic number.
You don't manage to get it round him, but you manage to get close enough that he can like use it to help himself pull himself through.
Yeah, I want to grab onto it.
Okay.
I want to grab onto the rope and start pulling myself along through the soup.
All right, roll. You manage to pull yourself up through and manage to get yourself out of the soup of rice as the water level is still rising as this cold water is pouring in. So it's now Jasper.
I'm going to climb out of the rice as well. This
Okay.
time.
Natural 20. Getting dunked under the rice freaks you out so much that you immediately just almost like Scooby-Doo style, like leap out of the rice and run across it to get out. It's like you defy physics just to get out so quickly because you're so covered in the goop.
Fucking Tom and Jerry.
You're Jerry.
Jerry always wins, fucker.
Mofo.
Not always. The Tom and Jerry movie was bad enough.
Is that the one with the weird little girl in it?
Yes, and the flea that sings.
A flea? I haven't seen it in a long time.
I'm gonna lick all the rice out of my foot and sharpen my claws.
You see Jasper like cleaning his fur with a look in his face, just like, it's,
Tabaxi.
The water is beginning to rise up to the point that it's beginning to reach your feet now. It's like running past your feet and down the slope, making the slope quite slippery.
Well, I take it there's another room we can continue to.
Yep.
So let's not hang here, guys.
So you head further down this slope. As I said, it's getting slippier by the minute, but at the end of it, there seems to be a quite elaborate looking hall. And at one end, there seems to be it looks like a sort of throne room, definitely a sort of public office, kind of like Baron Gregory's hall.
This is all looking rather familiar.
Big chair, big chair.
Can we see anything, spot anything out of interest immediately, or do we need to closely search the room?
You can search the room.
Any signs
Immediately notice that the big chair seems to be, it's definitely made of wood, but it's got a very elaborate carving.
No signs of anybody in here?
No one in here, no. There is a door that seems to have been left open, but it's basically straight across.
Can we identify what the carving is of?
The carving seems to be, it's a kind of perfect looking cross, as in it's not a Christian cross, as in it's not the slightly off center, it's bang on center.
Like a plus symbol.
Like a plus symbol, yes.
Do any of you guys know anything about that cross symbol over there? Or have maybe some lore checks you can do?
I can do a lore check.
I have religion. I could maybe...
Religion can roll, yes?
Try lore.
Yeah, can I roll lore as well?
Lore and religion can roll.
Putting my new extra point in lore to good use. Maybe. Oh yeah.
Yep. It seems this archive was a bishop's chamber, or a cardinal's chamber, where he would meet basically the public and decide who would effectively get the power of prayer, who would get healed most.
This was some kind of chamber of judgment used by bishops.
And as you look to the side, you notice that there were some very old pews that have been moved to the side that look like they were where the congregation would wait.
Someone's been redecorating.
Ooh, I like redecorating.
Nothing like changing it up a bit, I guess.
No, it's always nice.
Nice.
It really adds to the feng shui of the whole room, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does,
It
yes.
certainly does.
Well, anyway, so that's what this room was. Any thoughts, anybody?
Oh, if only someone had dumped points into feng shui.
Someone has, yeah. Maybe someone could do a feng shui roll.
Okay, do a feng shui roll. 19. You decide that you're going to move the chair. You sort of push the chair to the edge of the platform. Immediately, a lot of you feel more relaxed in this room, more comfortable.
Excellent.
It's got a good energy, I'll give it that.
That was so much better. Now I feel really calm and relaxed.
Nice angles.
Maybe the next room is some sort of torture chamber then, that they might have taken them after they've been judged here. Why don't we go and check it out?
Okay. So, you head through the door, and it leads to a long corridor. As the corridor goes on, you notice that... Actually, everyone do me an awareness check, please. Pretty much all of you notice that to the left and the right are very well-concealed doors that seem to be made of stone, and as you push them in, they open. They seem to be like holding cells, and within them seem to be a table with leather straps in all four corners, and a sort of an arrangement on the wall that looks like of kind of like birch trees. And it's meant to be some sort of elaborate method of fixing temptation.
Stay frosty, everyone. We found the Temple of the Tree Humpers.
Are you doing anything with these entertainment rooms, or are you just going to ignore them and move on?
I'll give them a quick look over to see if there's anything that stands out other than, the obvious strap chairs or whatever.
There's branches of birch trees if you want to take them with you for any reason.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. In case we fall in some more rice pudding. I'll
Yeah.
grab one.
Okay. So you continue
Be
along the
careful in
corridor.
dungeons. Always
And
full of rice pudding.
Eventually, you come to what looks like a room with there's a raised part of the floor. In the middle of the raised part of the floor, there seems to be a man chanting into a staff. What do you do?
I say we knock him out so we can tie him up and interrogate him.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that makes sense.
Can we try and decipher what he's chanting first before we knock him out?
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. Do maybe a religion check on that.
Okay, I'll roll religion.
Okay, roll.
It might just be a good idea to find out what he's chanting in case he doesn't want to talk.
The staff seems to be glowing less and less the longer he's talking. It does not seem like he's there for good reason.
Stop him. He's taking a shiny. Taking the shiny.
Yeah, I think it might be that he's opening some sort of seal or something, perhaps, with the power of the staff. So maybe we should stop him before it's open.
Run
Can we shoot
inside.
him?
You can shoot him, yeah? He's back to you at the moment.
Then I'll take aim carefully first.
Okay. Yep, you shoot him straight in the back. He burrows round, dropping the staff, which seems to break into handle and top. And he looks at you with, like, you recognize him as the man. Do you remember when you dropped the chandelier on someone?
Yes.
You recognize him from there.
That. Yeah.
And immediately he points to you and he seems to sort of go like, and all around you the ground begins to rumble.
Will that be the rice pudding again?
Yes. No more rice pudding, please.
Yeah, my
told you it
IBS is
makes you
playing up
stop.
something fierce.
Told you it makes your stomach explode.
Time to find a nice shadow to hide in.
Okay. So let's see, random event. Does random event trigger this turn? Very, very much so. Random event triggers. Basically, he seems to emit a sort of deafening howl, and he seems to like grow exponentially, and his arms shoot back like he's getting bigger and bigger, and then his clothes seem to be like something seems to be pushing against his clothes, and then they seem to rip and tear, revealing this gigantic werewolf who continues howling, and all around you there seems to be zombies rising from the ground.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Fluffy boy, fluffy boy.
It's now human. You have one turn before anything attacks you.
I will
Hit the
try
deck, everyone.
scythe the zombies. as they
Okay.
outrise.
As per usual, and because Whispers has already made sure she's out of the range of the scythe, it's 5 and below hits everyone.
Oh god. Oh,
6.
That's close.
You don't hit anything. Second
Oh, no.
attack does hit everything though. Can Igneous, Jasper, and Elvain please roll me a dodge?
I'm painfully aware of what happens when human starts swinging his scythe, so I'm quite quick on my feet.
He's already jumping before, so
He jumped well before. Okay.
I say, "Fuck you, human! Keep it. Watch where you're swinging that thing."
It's a good thing you took that branch with the birch tree there. Now you can use it on the werewolf.
Isn't that vampires?
Ah, I always get those two wrong.
Yeah, that's a decade of vampire and werewolf-inspired plays. You know, clouding the cultural zeitgeist.
Ah,
Yep. Well, I'll forward you my 20,000 project. It's a surprisingly breezy read, but in the meantime, I'm going to swing at a zombie
Okay.
with my mace.
Crack it in the
Yay.
head, kill it straight away.
And on the backswing,
Yep. Crack it in the head,
Right.
kill it straight away.
doing all right this turn.
But you will be alive next turn, that's the question. Now,
I want to
Jasper.
step back away from before we. I want to step away from human.
It's now Jasper.
Okay, I'm going to step behind Human just to make sure, and I'm going to fire my lightning staff at one of the werewolves.
Okay.
Might accidentally hit Human on the way through. I don't know.
Yes, you do. You hit the human with the lightning. Roll a d20 to see what happens to human.
I feel like this wasn't as accidental as he's trying to make it.
Human just judders, nothing much else happens. He feels a bit more charged up and more sort of If anything, Human's like all of his hair standing on end. Well, if he had hair, but you know what I mean. And he seems a bit more lucid than usual.
They always say there's more clarity just before death, don't they?
Yes.
Still getting that whole feeling of there's an incoming revenge happening.
I didn't even kill whatever your old character was called.
They ran after a spear. It's now Elvan.
She will get out into the corridor again, so she's safe from Human, and then start shooting at the werewolf.
Okay. At the werewolf, roll. Nope. Natural 1. Who do you hit? Well, there's only 2 of you in the middle of the room, so that's do you hit Human or do you hit
Jasper?
So the first dice is Human, the second dice is Jasper.
Hit the birdie, old
You
man.
hit Jasper.
Haha.
Oh, sorry
dear.
there, Jasper.
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, John.
John, start rolling up another character.
6. Left leg. Oh, you're fine. Very worst is going to be a bad wound. 11. Minor loss. You managed to, pin one of Jasper's toes to the ground.
Oh, really sorry there, Jasper.
Screech like a cat.
I think
Yes.
you should, do us your best cat screech.
Another time, maybe.
No, I can't do it.
I thought my animal handling was better than that. I will practice.
I
Never
feel
mind
like
it,
that's a
mate.
slur.
Maybe you should aim more avian next time.
That's okay.
One of the few times Human has rolled a natural 1, and it's not mattered.
I didn't know.
No, which person got hit.
Oh, I'm with you.
It's now Whispers.
I shall wriggle through into the darkness of the shadows so I'm nice and hidden, and then shoot at the werewolf.
Okay, roll. No, you don't hit him. Nope.
Second shot is even worse.
Yep, second shot is worse. But at least it wasn't a natural 1, so you don't hit anyone else. The undead, who we'll start with. Natural 20. Oh dear. Since they rose around Human, I'm afraid Human, 8. What is 8? 8
Left
is
leg.
left leg. Seems to roll left leg a lot for this things. What happens to Human's left leg? 16. Broken. Human is pulled down and his left leg shatters and snaps. A
Ooh,
very
good thing he's not a
sickening
horse.
crunch.
Oh, poor little bird.
So those hollow bones.
Just imagine the pair of them there, one with a arrow in his toe and the other one with a broken leg and just bickering.
Bickering
The
both
little
are
birdie
consumed
lost
by the
his
horde.
leg.
Yes, exactly.
So, the werewolf, however, does he do anything this turn? Yes, he does. Who is the most obvious target for the werewolf? Let us roll and be fair on this.
Well,
So-
I'm standing behind.
First dice is Human, second dice is Jasper, third dice is Igneous, fourth dice is Ylvain.
Yeah, but Human's already kind of incapacitated, so surely it would make more sense for him to go for the more present.
It's gone for Human.
Excellent.
Now, let's see how he does. He doesn't get an actual 20, so he doesn't do anything too significant, but he does hit you once. And he does 16 damage to you.
That's okay, that's fine.
Okay, it's now Human.
I'm still pretty hyped from getting electrocuted.
Yep.
I feel like the most logical thing would just be to scythe around me,
Okay.
seeing as I'm not mobile.
It could only go badly for Jasper. You scythe around you, you manage to cleave through 2 undead, but you don't manage to. The werewolf managed to dodge you with ease. Second swing, yes, you hit the werewolf, so you kill the remaining 2 undead that are around you. You slice through the werewolf, who emits a sort of howl at you and screams. You do manage to avoid Jasper as well, luckily.
Luckily for him.
So, it's now Igneous.
Alright, so are there any more undead around me?
The undead were just really around Human.
Okay, alright. I will fire at the werewolf with my crossbow then.
Okay.
Try to be careful of Hugh, because he only has 9 health left.
I was very conscious of that, yes.
You don't hit the werewolf.
Okay, and take my second shot.
Yes, you hit him.
Hooray!
You sunk an arrow into the werewolf, who sort of staggers back a little bit and then howls, and seems like he is he's sort of moving his fingers in a very weird way, like he's trying to cast something.
Anyone got any silver on him?
Sadly not.
No, I'm afraid not.
It's now Jasper.
Right, well, taking into account I'm still positioned behind Human.
You're also pinned to the floor.
I can just pull the arrow out of my toe.
Yep.
Maybe you should try to shock him.
As one of my actions. And the second one, I'll fire my lightning staff at the werewolf.
Natural 20.
Kill the
You
bird! Kill the
shock
bird!
the
Kill the bird!
You shock the werewolf, who immediately gets interrupted, and he seems to sort of back away, as in he's not sure what the hell you've just hit him with. He seems to be dazed and not really sure of himself. So I'll have to roll to see if he gets over his daze. It's now Yelvain.
No, I'll just keep on shooting at him.
Nope. Nope. Both miss. Both shots wide. Whispers.
Can I sort of creep around through the shadows and get behind him?
You can, yes.
I'll do that, and then I shall try and stab him in the back with the sword that I got a couple of episodes ago from that platoon play.
Okay. Roll. You creep up behind him, you shunk the sword through him, he emits a deafening howl, and you feel, although he begins to fade, you feel the ground completely shake.
Prison style.
I like the idea that Igneous has been into prison to know that.
Give him a proper shanking.
Go for the kidney.
Cats rule and dogs drool.
This very much was the animals versus animals told so far.
What do you mean?
The werewolf, he basically is fading, he's pretty much dead, but he does seem to be casting something as he's dying. As the ground is trembling and shaking amongst you, you hear the sound of rats running past you and fleeing the room.
That's never a good sign.
No.
Okay, it's now Human, what do you want to do?
So, I'm not exactly the most mobile right now, right?
No, you're
But
not.
The rats are trying to escape.
Yes.
Can I try and lie on the rats so that the rats will carry me away to safety?
Roll to try and fling yourself onto some stampeding rats.
Can I add animal handling?
You could be a rat surfer.
Sure.
Pretty
Fucking
good.
hell. Okay. Human flings himself backwards and gets carried by a stampede of rats out of the room, dragging his scythe behind him. It's now Igneous.
I'm desperately trying to think if I've got anything silver on me. Can you just remind me if the mirror that we got was the silver one? You know, we all picked up mirrors.
Mirrors are not silver.
Okay, that was the main thing. I couldn't remember if they had like a silver frame, in which case I was going to like jab him with it, but like, no. Well, if we're all quitting this place, I'm going to be sort of making my way out of the room and sort of firing my crossbow at the werewolf as I go, trying not to shoot whispers.
Okay. So
Hooray.
you basically shoot him in the head, and he again seems to sort of emit the final couple of words as he slumps forward. He falls off Whisper's sword, which is dripping in black, like stinking blood, as the ground begins to erupt, and something seems to be clawing its way out of the ground.
Oh, I don't like the looks of that.
No, that doesn't sound good, does it?
Let's bail, everyone.
Yeah, I think let's
Yeah, grab the staff perhaps. That he
Oh
dropped
yeah,
as well.
that's a good call.
Okay. It's now Jasper's.
Well, I'm just gonna get out of the room.
Okay, you gonna grab the staff, or are you gonna leave someone else to do it?
Yeah, well, I'll roll to grab it.
Okay.
As long as one of
Two
us
parts of
gets
it? Nope, you don't get it.
Oh well. I'll just get out of the room then.
Okay. So Jasper runs screaming out of the room. It's now Elvain.
Yeah, I'll go for the staff before running away as well.
Okay. You manage to grab both parts of the staff, and you start sprinting out of the room.
I don't need a vein.
And it's
Thank
now,
you very much.
it's now
Run like hell.
Whispers. What's Whispers do?
Give a quick kick to the werewolf to make sure he really is thoroughly dead, and you know, he's a stupid dog, and then disappear through the shadow.
Okay. As you run into the next room, you notice the rats are struggling to get up the like very, very, very slippery slope now. All the sort of sweet rice has come down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
As you run into this room and look at this, and Human is abandoned by the rats in this room. the ground is beginning to rumble, and there's something, it's like a sort of shark's fin, effectively, like the ground sort of parting, like something is moving towards you along the way to try and get through. So you have one turn till it either escape or it breaks free. So we start with Human.
I'd be lying if I didn't think I was in something of a predicament.
Well, you're sort of lying in the predicament.
Yeah. Gonna helplessly try and belly crawl my way up the slope. Like a hero.
Okay. Roll. You get covered in very sweet smelling liquid. That's about it. You don't seem to get anywhere.
Don't let me die.
No,
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe we should try and fight this thing. Perhaps. I think
It's-
we're all gonna get stuck in the ice otherwise.
It's now Igneous.
I want to try and wade my way through the rice using the branch that I picked up as kind of like a extra kind of walking stick to just kind of like.
It's not
Help
so much
myself.
that there's much rice, it's just like, it was like a slope down to where you are, and the whole, like the layer of it, you got covered in a very thick layer of slipperiness.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the stick to kind of steady myself.
Okay, roll.
Something all the way through. Yeah.
Nope.
That's
You
my
try and
standard
you can't
rule
even
for
get
this rice.
even a slight foothold. It's now Jasper's.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my sharp claws on my feet to try and walk through. Maybe I'll walk across the back of Human, just something my claws give me a bit of purchase.
Okay, roll. Nope. You try and climb up Human, you just end up ripping his clothes, revealing some feathers underneath.
Feathers, interesting.
Family power. Family heirloom.
It's now Ylvain.
Yes, and I will try to use my two really sharp daggers to like drag my way up as I like stab them through.
Okay, roll. Yep, okay. You get your way to the top of the slope, and there's like as you sort of look around, there's still like a sort of layer of about maybe like an inch deep of the water where you are, but it's very slippery, and there's lots of rice just like floating past you.
Yeah. Can I throw down a rope and tie it to something so the other one can use that to get up?
You got a rope on you?
Of course I do.
Then sure. Are you going to tie it to something, or are you going to hold on to the rope?
No, I'm going to tie it to something up there.
Okay. So it's now Whispers.
I'm going to use the handy dandy rope and my claws to keep it to a grip as I go up the handy dandy rope, which might be going across the back of a birdie. Please, a birdie.
That's fine. Roll. Nope. You jump. You grab the rope. See how low that roll is. Can Ylvain give me a roll to see if she can hold the weight in the slippery conditions? Ylvain holds the rope. Whispers is sort of frantically like flailing at the other end of it, scratching the back of Human.
Cat's rule.
Oh, this is animal handling then.
The ground begins to basically erupt, and from the ground seems to rise a very angry-looking bone horror, wielding another scythe the size of the one Human has.
Ooh, this might be an interesting fight.
So, it's back to Human.
If Human's gonna die, he's gonna die a hero.
Right.
And I'm gonna do my best to fight off the bone horror.
You've got 9 health left.
So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna
Are you
try
going to hop
and,
at it?
I'm gonna try and scythe its leg.
It doesn't really have legs, but okay. You hop at it, you swing. Can everyone apart from Ylvain do me a dodge roll, please?
Oh, God.
I thought I was up there too.
You're kind of dangling through, he might have hit you. You're slightly more advantage than everyone else. You
Yep.
all managed to dodge the blade. It scythes by your head, your body, wherever you want to be most terrified about scything by.
My tail! Eek!
So it's...
See,
Are you want to do a
there's
second
that-
attack, Human?
Sort of. I want to try and swing, but I want to like try and do it in such a way that we lock scythe blades in a really cool, like just hype moment.
So like a
of Human
vertical
being a
slice.
total hero. Yeah, but it's going to be so hype, and you even like Jasper, like that Human, he's a hero.
No,
Yeah.
no, he really wouldn't.
Roll.
Fuck's fuck's sake.
Everyone, do me a dodge roll apart from Lanida.
Human dies a hero.
Oh dear.
Human kills our heroes.
Jasper gets hit.
Don't even fucking dare.
Oh dear. What happens to poor Jasper?
Nothing.
17. Right leg. What happens to Jasper's right leg?
Nothing.
17 again. Broken. You managed to break Jasper's right leg as he tries to dodge out of the way.
I like to think that he slipped as he dodged.
What, and all the rice pudding?
Yeah, and he broke his own leg.
You just hear this sickening...
Well, that must be the bone horror's bones breaking. And human dies a hero.
Stupid bird.
It's now Igneous.
I mean, I'm just trying to think. Is the general plan is that we're still trying to get out here, right?
Well, put it this way, the Bone Horror does have a scythe like Human has.
Yeah, so we probably want to keep moving.
I think that's a good idea, yes.
I'm going to keep trying to just get through this rice pudding area and away, sort of thing.
Okay, roll. Yep, you managed to scrabble your way up to next to where Elvain is.
Am I able to also fire a crossbow bolt at the bone horror, or...?
Yeah, you can, because you did it first time.
Yay.
Nope. Even though it's a big target, it just sort of sinks into it, does no damage.
That's fair.
It's now Jasper's.
Even though I've got a broken leg, I can still try and jump clear of all this rice pudding mess everywhere.
Yes, you can try.
Nope. You try and jump and then you realise you put all your weight on the wrong leg and you collapse to the ground howling. On the plus side, you're on the ground, so you're free of Human's scythe clear.
Right, okay. And out of spite, I'm going to fire my lightning rod at Human.
Nope. Just create a light show. It's now Elvain.
Yes, I shall start shooting at the bone horror.
Okay, roll. Nope. Second shot. You shoot it, you do a little bit of damage to it, a couple of bones fly free, and it seems to emit a howl. The tension seems to be more on you than on Human at the moment.
Now, Ylvain is getting a little bit angry because there's been a lot of fighting, and so her voice will change when she gets angry.
Just so you don't have to do an angry Swedish voice.
Exactly. Now she's very sweet and kind when she's not in any sort of trouble. But she gets a bit temperamental when she gets into fights.
Okay. It's now Whispers.
Finish climbing up the rope to get off the slope.
Okay. Roll. Natural 20. You grab Jaspers and you haul him up with you. So everyone is now up, looking down at Human versus the giant bone horror.
Can I shoot my crossbow down at the bone horror as well?
You can, yes. Roll.
Misfire.
Stop ruining my heroic moment.
Natural 20. Whispers manages to kill a bone horror. You shoot the bone horror somewhere in the middle of the chest. The bone horror seems to looks around panically and then begins to sort of sink to the floor and then just collapses into a pile of bones.
On top of...
Do you really want me to have it on top of Human?
Yes.
Not this week. Human's fate is not dead this week.
Is this the part when Human gets a second scythe?
He can take a second scythe if he wants. Dual wielding death scythes.
Do not give him two sides.
He only gets 2 attacks a turn with the one.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't really matter.
So, the bone horror has collapsed to a pile of bones. There is a second scythe if anyone wants it.
We should probably take it just to keep it away from the uninitiated and the untrained. Keep it out of reach of children.
Yeah.
That was some pretty nifty shooting there, Whispers. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the rope.
Tabaxi, high five.
So, as
Still can't get up the slope, brah.
Yeah,
As-
well,
Oh, dear.
we can just tie Human in a rope and drag him with us.
as you pull the desperate Human up with his broken leg, and you carry Jasper's as well back to the cart, you kind of look at the staff and you realise that there's something very nice about the staff. Even though it's had some sort of spell cast on it, it does seem to have quite a lot of power.
Oh, maybe Jasper would like your staff with some extra power in it.
Am I the only one that uses staffs?
It's
Well,
either
I
you and
think
Frankie, I think.
Frankie does, but Frankie got an upgraded one last episode.
Alright. Then yeah, sure, I'll have it.
Okay, you now have a holy staff that does like holy damage, which is more damage to undead effectively.
Holy shit.
So, as you pack up the cart, including the badly injured Jaspers and the badly injured Human, and you head back to
Jasper's
town.
got a broken leg. He's not that bad.
I suppose you've not lost anything, so it's not too bad. They have got a broken leg on one side and a toe that was like sliced off on the other side.
Oh, it's just a scratch on the other side.
Ylvain will sort of spot the nice little crown that was lying by the dead dragonkin and just
Yes.
pick it up and take it with her.
Okay.
Through
So-
the head at the zombies.
He wasn't wearing the crown.
Now he wasn't wearing the crown, but it was hanging in his belt.
Okay. So,
okay.
Jasper laughs at the feathers in between Whisper's claws on her feet, where she was scratching.
Family boy. Sentimental value.
Scratching at Human's back.
so you return to the city just in time to sort of rest up before you find Frankie, who's just managed to sober up and has one of the worst hangovers he's ever had.
It seems time has run out for this week at least. Join us again next week for more of this tale. These bard's tales were originally told to us around a campfire in a long forgotten land as Descent Journeys Through the Dark. They were adapted for this podcast by Nikolai Popsky. All music was written and performed by Daniel Boström. The cast of Plummet are Nikolai, Daniel, Bellery, Amy, AJ, John, and Ash, with additional content by Dragon. If you would like your own high fantasy dice, then journey to dndice.co.uk and use our name Penance RPG at the checkout for a 5% discount of your order. For what is a hero without shiny loot? As for us, we are but meager bards. If you would care to support our tales, you can buy us a grog or two, or Ko-Fi, as it is known in your parts, at ko-fi.com/penancerpg. If you would like to support us in future efforts, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/penancerpg. Farewell and good night, dear listeners, and remember that time will turn again soon. It's only a game, isn't it? I don't think
gone silent.
Yeah, he forgot to push the talk button.
I'm pressing print screen.
Got a whole lot of screenshots of not a lot happening.
Yeah. Sorry, does this mean that we could have made a Feng Shui bard?
Yes.
Could have and should have, really.
Yeah.
My backup hexer is a feng shui person.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not urgent.
Saying Feng Shui is not important.
Just made you feel calmer.
It has. No,
Such a
yeah, no.
fucking pointless.
Point proven, I suppose.
So what are you going to do now?
I don't know, I just love the idea of a bard that has like a table and a vase, and they just turn the vase slightly on the table and instantly everyone gets a buff.
They seem to be like holding cells, and within them seem to be a table with like leather straps in all four corners and a sort of an arrangement on the wall that looks like of kind of like birch trees, and it's meant to be some sort of elaborate method of fixing temptation.
Stay frosty, everyone. We found the Temple of the Tree Humpers.
Ooh, I know a lot about tree humping from where I grew up. Not much
I
to
might
do
not
with
be meaning it in the same way that you.
I know you can't all see, but I have just made a face at that, like, completely involuntarily.
You surprise me, Bellery.
It's fucking splinters, if nothing else. Christ. Can you get splinters from trees?
Yes.
No. Of course
No,
you
from
don't
like a
get
tree,
splinters
not from like
trees.
a piece of wood, just from like a tree.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
I've
I think my
touched
sarcasm was
trees
so
before.
thick there it didn't sound sarcastic.
No, for real. I've like touched trees before, but I've never gotten a splinter from a tree.
You've touched trees
Yeah, like I've laid hands upon a tree.
in appropriate places.
No, perfectly appropriately. Like you're allowed
Did
to
you
lay
use
hands
your
upon
arms?
trees. No, it was my hands.
Right. Then it wasn't
Right? No, like
inappropriate
legit,
on.
like
Moving
no,
on.
right. No. For real, can you get
Moving
splinters
on.
from trees?
Yes, if they've been hacked in
then.
some
Well,
way, you
why
can use splinter
wouldn't
from
you be
trees.
able to
Yeah.
get splinters from trees?
Because like they've got bark on them,
And
so like bark isn't very splintery.
Well,
Depends on the tree.
depends on the tree. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that I've never gotten splinters from trees.
Life's just too short, isn't it?
just a little too short. Anyway,
I really didn't mean to kill Kintara. And I realized I joked about it about 20 seconds before it happened as well.
well, it's just like when you joked about groin loss in episode 2.
Yeah, no, totally called it ahead of time.
No, well, it's perfect dice rolls. It's like the first thing that actually happens is like, yeah,
And you kill Kintara.
yeah,